emotional, a roller coaster for everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about...
There's the shot! Modric. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vallejo. Belletti. Modric. And it's Bellingham. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson. He's having a hit! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
So we're still where we started right now. Albacete applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Can he get on the end of this? He's in space and looking for options. Forlan. Goes for the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Parejo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
And it's Lewandowski. Xabi Alonso looking to run onto it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking to play him in. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. He's away! Christensen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Knocks it out wide. That's a super give and go. And that's gone loose. Forlan. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's beaten the last man. Chance, surely! Victoria! Goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Victoria leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back in. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
foot in. And he's surging through. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 56 minutes.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
And here's Lewandowski. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Shot could shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he's taking no chances there. And a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Modric receives it in a good position here. Bellingham. Bellingham! Victoria! Goal! And they're back in front.
The goal scorer for Victoria after 75 minutes is number 5, Bellingham. 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 Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Victoria go into the lead. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Looking for options for movement. And he's cut it out.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's good running with the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's made its way to him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that is a hefty challenge.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's got the beating of his man. Very much into the last knockings. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Modric, who does have an assist to his name. It's Roberto Carlos! And that would have been some goal.
Carlos certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure, it would have been a different story, Peter.
And time is up. Victoria proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
They've played it short. Deep cross. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Knocks it out wide.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Schneider. And it's Owen. And here's Forlan, played out wide. Almost half an hour in now. Here's a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a pretty loose pass. Getafe deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And this is Forlan. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Satriano. And he welcomes it in. And the first half is done. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goal. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Looking to go deep. Roberto Carlos tries to clear. That's a good ball out wide. Now this could be a chance. Schneider. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Owen. Rijkaard, he's picked his way through. Can he finish? It's in! Victoria are back in business! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Victoria really will be annoyed they failed to make anything of their lead.
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 19. Substitution on the field. Number 2 coming on the field is number 6.
Getafe can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Getafe get themselves into the lead.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more.
Chance! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 73 minutes,
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's Rivaldo! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
substitution on the field. Number 10 coming on the field.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Borja Mayoral.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Has been indicated.
Oh, there's the clearance.
There they go, hunting again. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Foot in. And he was quick to react. Perez. Oh, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Danger averted for now. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
And a quick reminder today.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, if this was a game where both sides played to their strengths, there could only have been one winner, but ifs don't count in football.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think Scamaccia's first objective here.
Can he finish? Zalewski. Kolasinac. De Roon. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's a key interception. Now the... Gets his head on it! Inzaghi is flagged offside. No goals as yet. Not Zalewski, and here's Skamaka. And he's intervened well there. Ødegaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal! Victoria, goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Forlan. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. De Roon. Pasalic. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. It's Skamaka! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Atalanta grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Deep cross, he's got full! This time, surely! It's in! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 41 minutes is number 8.
Victoria go into the lead. Pasalic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Pasalic.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Pasalic stood his ground strongly. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. Ødegaard. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Victoria head into the half-time break with a narrow lead. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. He's going for goal! Zaire Emery.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
It's a good foot in there. Victoria needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Baranova. Takes aim and header! He's done very well to get to that.
Zalewski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. That's Zalewski. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Scalvini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Odegaard. Schneider has found the net here, of course.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's Zalewski. And he's running through. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Schneider, just about up to 75 minutes. Schneider.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great ball, and he's in here. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! Goal! Atalanta! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Atalanta get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? Vitoria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's been cut out, well played. De Roon. Atalanta looking to pass their way through. Oh, just skips past his man. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vitoria played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.